Again, I did it in millimeters. You want standard part. As far as the plane, again, the plane doesn't really matter. I'm going to do it on my, I don't know, XY plane. To get practice with revolve, I'm going to do it the same way I did on the last one. I'm going to draw kind of the profile of one side, and I'm going to revolve it around. So I'm going to start at the origin, and I'm going to make a line for my overall length, which is going to be 1 hundo. Then the big diameter is 60, so I'm going to go up half of that, so it's going to be 30. So I made a 30 by 100 rectangle. And then starting from the origin again, the hole in the middle, it is 40. So again, I'm going to go up half of that. So I'll go up 20. And then the width of that section is 20. Yep. So I started from the origin, went up 20, then went over 20, then connected back down to my middle axis. The smaller hole is 28. So I'm going to go up 14. And it's going to go over 60. Remember, all the dimensions that are labeled in diameter, you're doing half of that. Nozzle. All right. On the far side, after I did the 14 up and 60 over, I did another 20 by 20. I'm going to finish sketch. Yep. I'm going to pick the profile that I want to revolve around. Pick my axis.
Really? That's the only reason? Wait, which ones? What did you select? What squares?
The middle. What?
What squares did you select for the revolve?
This top section.
Just the top?
Yeah. Because this part is where it's cut out, where it's a hole.
And then just use that as whoa. Wait, you already remade our hole?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jake, it's not that one, bro.
What axis? The bottom.
Where?
See, Howard.
This one?
Is that the bottom? Is that the bottom?
All right. Once you have the kind of cylinder made, there are a bunch of holes that we need to cut through, drill through. So I'm going to do a sketch. I'm going to click on the plus sign next to origin so I can see my origin planes. I want a plane that's going to cut through my cylinder. So not my YZ. I'm going to select either XY or XZ. Either one doesn't really matter. Again, I hit F7 to cut away where the plane is so I can see exactly where I'm drawing.
Wait, I don't remember how you did that one. Oh no! Where'd it go? No. Where'd it go? We're not.
Alright, once I'm in the sketch,
Wait, hold on. Like, mine just like crashed. No one circles one. I can't do that wrong. Oh, well, I'm gonna correct it.
And then when you press F7,
yeah, F7. Not like the letter F and the number 7, the button that's F7.
oh,
Alright, I'm going to do the hole that's closer to the end here. I'm going to line it up with my origin. I'm just going to come over a little bit. I'll use dimension to get the exact spot. These holes are going to be 6 in diameter. And they are 10 in from the front edge.
Well,
Yes.
how do you get to that view there? Where you're on?
Go over here on the side in the model tree. Click on the plus sign next to origin and you'll get your planes. Then you'll want to select the plane that is going to cut through horizontally your cylinder. Say 2 of the 3 planes should do that. And then you hit F7. Once I have just one laid out in here, I'm going to click Finish Sketch. I'm going to extrude, cut. I'm going to go all the way through. Yeah, just pick one of the sides. Because we're going to end up using pattern to make the copies going around. So I cut the hole through one side. I'm going to use circular pattern. I'm going to select the hole. Click on the arrow for the axis. Pick the big cylinder. And then on the paper it tells me that there are 6 of them. And it defaults to 6. So I'll hit OK. And it will copy and space the holes out all the way around. Alright, for this one, once I have my view selected, this one I'm going to have to do 2 different sketches and we'll use a new command because they're on an angle. So I'm going to start a line. I'm going to start it on the origin. I'm going to come back or to the right 30 millimeters. And then I'm going to draw an angled line. I'm going to make it long. And I just made it at a goofy angle because I'm going to use dimension. Because on the paper it tells me from vertical it should be 30 degrees. So I drew a line 30 millimeters in. Then I drew it long. Then I used dimension to get it at the right angle. The button that says dimension. Click on a reference. I drew a line in, and I drew a line going out, and I used dimension to get at the right angle. No. Alright, so this sketch is done, so I'm going to click Finish Sketch. Now I'm going to do the second part. I'm going to select this front surface to do a sketch on. And on the origin in the middle, I'm going to do a 4 millimeter circle. And then click Finish Sketch. So on the end of that 30 millimeter line, I have a little 4 millimeter circle. Alright, once I have these two sketches, and they have to be on separate sketches because there's no way to do them all in one, I'm not going to use extrude, I'm not going to use revolve, I'm going to do a new command, and it's going to use sweep. What sweep does is, if you have a closed profile and a path, it will take that profile and take it along the path. So if I click sweep, alright, it wants, mine already auto-selected the profile because there's only one closed shape in a sketch. So it already selected that for me. It wants me to select my path now. So if I click on the angled line, I'm going to leave the behavior alone because I'm not changing it at all. And down here at output, I want to change it to cut. And then I hit OK. And it will take that circle, sweep it along that path, and use it to cut out on the angle the circle. It's 4 millimeters in diameter. Alright, once I have the one angled hole, I'm going to use circular pattern again. I'm going to click on the hole I just made. My rotation axis, I'm going to pick the big cylinder. This time there's not 6 of them, there's only going to be 4. Once you do your circular pattern for the smaller angled holes, the part's all done. So I'll save. Nozzle. And then I'll do a ANSI millimeter drawing. I saved it as nozzle.
Is this, are the smaller circles, are they also 6?
It's 4 of them.
What's this called?
Alright, edit sheet, get it to dot BA. Base view. Alright, so I'll do two normal views, my ISO, I did it half scale, and then I'll do a section view.
Oh, wait, I don't remember the whole section. Press section, click this, and then what? Whoa, wait, I can do that. No.
So I clicked section, clicked my view, drew my section line, right clicked, then continue or create, and I pulled up to make my section view on top. Now I can go through and add in my dimensions.